Traffic engineering can save you 30 minutes in a single trip and can save all of Melbourne $12 billion a year in trip time. The cost is peanuts, and it's far more productive than any major project. You just need to make serving the travelling public the priority for traffic engineers. They must install green waves, queue jumping, rent road closures, and remove turn arrows. Green waves are travelling at the speed limit through successive sets of traffic lights without stopping. This can be done by gating flows to 90% of capacity and should be standard practice at all sites. Everybody benefits, including the bus, that gets reduced delay at signals. The cost is that capacity is reduced by 10%, so it's imperative that capacity is restored, or else delay at the gating site will increase. The simplest way to increase capacity is to remove the nonsense of a bus lane with 40% more people able to use their cars. A second way to increase capacity is to remove arrows from intersections. Green waves can only be applied in the peak direction, and in the opposite direction, speeds, signal spacing and signal cycle time control the trip time. So pedestrians, crossings and minor street crossings should be staged to reduce delays. Jumping the queue at the gating site enables you to make the whole trip without stopping at all. Every queue, including at freeway ramp meters, should have a priority lane, but must be tolled or else the gating doesn't work. The toll should be so low that 90% of traffic choose it, or else delay would be too great. Everyone should have the choice to jump the queue. It is not okay for just buses and politicians to jump the queue. The choice ensures that the toll is low. The delay for those choosing to queue will only increase slightly, or you can make another choice such as the bus. Besides the time-saving benefits, fuel costs and emissions can be halved. Traffic incidents including vehicle breakdowns, lost loads, crashes, roadworks, speed restrictions and investigations close the road to a greater extent than if people were more responsible. Rental for all road closures on congested roads should be charged based on the duration and extent of the closure. On high-speed roads, closures are also unsafe and should be highly restricted. Penalties should apply to repeat offenders. Removing turn arrows from intersections increases their capacity by 70%. The stupid universal practice is to install turn arrows at intersections instead of crossing right turns to right-hand service roads on each approach. This means that people wait for turns before making through movements instead of proceeding. And signal cycle times blow out from 60 seconds to 160 seconds. It increases delays to crossing vehicles from 30 seconds to 90 seconds. It can increase trip times by 15 minutes and drive 40% of traffic out of cars and onto the bus. Removing turn arrows requires realignment of traffic lanes within the existing footprint. It also cuts crashes in half. Both left and right turns should be in slip lanes for full control and for pedestrian safety. Pedestrians should cross the slip lane after the right turn early cut-off and before the left turn late start under signal control. Traffic engineering focused on green waves, queue jumping, renting roads and removing turn arrows can save you 30 minutes for a single trip and can save all of Melbourne $12 billion a year in trip time. The cost is peanuts and is far more productive than any major project. You just need to make serving the travelling public the priority for traffic engineers.